Uh, uh, uh. Check it out. Look, we from the bottom, ain't no problems, we gon' make a way. Got no coach on the field, but we making plays. Hey, look, don't worry, we gon' be okay. Hey, look, why? Cause we gon' make them pay. We from.
Hey, what it do, sports fans? It's your boy, Marley Betts, coming at you live with another episode of Brothers and Betts on this good Sunday. I got my guy, my brother with me, LJ from Houston. What's going down? Oh, Parlay King. Okay. Excuse me, Mr. LJ from Houston, the Parlay King, in the building. It's been a couple days since we did the show. What's up with it, LJ?
What's going on, my brother? Trying to get it in, man. Let's get this money.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Good to have you back. How you do yesterday?
I did fairly well. I had a couple parlays going. I had Denver, but then I also covered myself with Portland plus the points. So I ended up hitting that parlay. I took Brooklyn -8. I took Dallas plus the points, and then I took Portland plus the points. And I ended up hitting that parlay. I was riding with Denver. My money was on Denver, so I did lose, but you know me, I hedge. So I always cover myself whatever I bet, at least to break even at the end of the day. So I won't lose no money. I didn't win, but I didn't lose. I got my money back that I invested in.
Right. Hey, whatever strategy works best for you, my brother. As
Yes.
long as you're not losing money, you know what I'm saying? That's the key right there. That's the key of the thing. As long as you're not losing money. So
Definitely.
I went yesterday was a pretty not a bad day for me. I went 4-1 yesterday.
Okay.
Port Miami +5.
Mm-hmm.
Hit. Can't believe I took the Clippers money line. Where
Oh,
Queen
yeah.
at? I hope Queen bring. I hope you're here today, Queen. I need you to come back because I've been saying this all fucking year, at least for the last 2 months. Clippers are frauds. Clippers are frauds. Don't take them. Clippers are frauds. Gonna let you down. What happened? They let us down. Oh, Queen, I'm glad you're here. Hey, but Queen, I just like I'm talking shit. I'm gonna give you your credit on your boy Middleton. You told me I came on this show yesterday and I said this nigga Middleton never shows up in the clutch. I feel like he's never there when they need him. Lord behold, that boy proved me wrong last night. Yes, you did, Queen. You told me I'm credit where credit is due. That boy came through. It couldn't have been no more clutch than last night. So credit on that one for sure. I did ride with you. Well, I didn't ride with you because I didn't have the money line. I had to heat +5.5. I know you had the money line, so good call on that shit. We both win. We'll take that. I thought about you instantly when it happened. I did too. I was like, I just finished talking shit about this nigga earlier. He gonna clutch that hoe. But hey, every time I talk about him, my diss is never that he can't hoop. My thing is I expect more from him because I feel like he is talented and I like his skill set. So I never call him sorry. You know what I'm saying? I just felt like he don't show up. But goddamn it, he showed up last night. What's your thoughts on that game, LJ? The Heat Buck game last night. Very entertaining game.
I had the money line on Milwaukee. I also took the over, which I was kind of anticipating when they went in overtime. I was like, okay, I might get this over. I'm yelling and screaming.
What it was like 217, huh?
It was 227.
Oh shit. Oh yeah, you're way under.
Yeah, so I was hoping, but Miami missed a lot of shots. You know, Duncan Robinson was the only person really was hot yesterday. Gordon Dragic came in too, gave him a little buckets, but Jimmy Butler was off yesterday. I think he went like 0 for 5 from the 3. You know, right. Miami plays good defense, but their offense is going to have to complement their defense. I mean, I understand stopping people, but you're going to have to make shots. You're going to have to make shots too. So
yeah. My thoughts were yesterday. If I'm Miami, I'm still supremely confident in our chances in this finals yesterday. We shot as a team, like you said, outside of Robinson, nobody really performed well. And yet you still went into overtime with a team that on paper and coming into the season, probably most people had finishing in the top 3 and was going to be a championship contender. So I think you held them to a game second shot in overtime in game 1 where they probably should have came out and steamrolled y'all. I think that's definitely a positive outlook. I think if they win tomorrow or win game 2, then they find themselves still in the driver's seat for the series. So I think I feel good if I'm Miami. I don't expect Jimmy Butler to shoot the way he shot. I don't expect them as a team to shoot the way they shot. And I think if you're Milwaukee, hey, you got to win at the end of the day. Doesn't matter how you got it. You know what I'm saying? You're 1-0 up in the series. I agree with Queen right here. Holiday is talented. I'm not going to say Giannis is fraud. I'm not going to go that far. I'm not going to go that far, Queen. My problem with the team is it's Holiday can't shoot. That's my issue with him. And I think that Giannis is better with a point guard that can shoot from 3 because he collapses the paint. So Holiday being able to drive or even post up doesn't really do anything for the offense, how they want to play. They want to play through Giannis. They want Giannis to either come downhill on the fast break or, give him the top of the key and let him drive and kick out to shooters. They need a point guard that can knock down the open 3. That's my opinion.
Do you think Chris Middleton should be their closer?
I mean, I think he has to be because he's the only one with a decent enough jump shot, with a consistent jump shot on the team that, you know what I'm saying, out of their starting 5. They don't have he has to be the closer. Who else is going to be the closer? Like, he's the only one that can, there's 5 seconds left on the clock, take 2 dribbles, pull up. Like, he's the only one that can do that. So, I trust him more than I trust Holiday. So
I can we can trust Holiday to make a good defensive stop. You know what I'm saying? Probably.
Right. I do. I trust that. I don't trust him with shooting the ball.
Making a bucket. Giannis gonna have to depend on Middleton. That's gonna have to be it.
United Dave, how does that Blazers money line feel after you lost your money on the Clippers? You joined the show last night. I told that boy, he said, United Dave say, do we go Blazers and get our money back from the Clippers? I say, United Dave, we blazing tonight. Let's go. What are you talking about? So, every game in the series, I'm taking Miami plus the points. Exactly. I'm right there with you, United Dave. I don't know about every game. I got to see what the lines are. But good majority of the games, yes, I am on Miami. I am on Duncan Robinson prop 3-point bet. I'm on Tyler Hero's point bet. And I'm going to keep an eye on Bam and Giannis's rebounds. Those are my props for those games. We made our money back. Clippers ain't winning nothing. Them frauds. I've been telling you they're not winning nothing for about 2 months. They're in trouble. I don't know if they lose this series. They still got a chance, but because I don't know if there's an answer for Luka on that team. And it's weird to say that because you got Kawhi, Paul George, and Patrick Beverly. You got 3 guys that's supposed to be able to play defense on the wing, and they can't stop a point guard. Before we finish yesterday's recap, I want to get this game in because it's going to start real soon. So we're going to pause the recap and we're going to jump into this goddamn Wizards and 76ers game really quick before we finish recapping yesterday. So let's get into today's action. We have the Washington Wizards. They're going on the road to take on the Philadelphia 76ers. The line has dropped half a point. It's come down to -8. Totals at 227.5. Injury report. Bryant and VG for Washington, they've been out for the last at least month of the season, I think, if not longer. Folks, he's Embiid and Westbrook. Yes. Embiid and Westbrook, they do not like each other. So I expect maybe a couple hard fouls of Westbrook driving the paint today. And Thabule, he's questionable for Sunday. Actual factuals for Washington. They're 12-4 ATS in their last 17 games. 14-6 straight up in their last 20 games. 5-2 ATS in their last 7 games against Philadelphia. Against Philadelphia. 0-5. You good, folks. 0-5 straight up in their last 5 games against Philadelphia. 13-3-1 ATS in their last 15 games on the road. 0-9 straight up in their last 9 games when playing on the road in Philadelphia. I'm gonna repeat that one more time, y'all. 0-9 in their last 9 games when playing on the road in Philadelphia. The total has gone under in 4 of Washington's last 5 games. It's also gone under in 4 of Washington's last 6 games this season. And they're 1-7 straight up in their last 8 games against an opponent from the Atlantic Division. Philly, 8-4 ATS in their last 12 games. 10-2 straight up in their last 12 games. 7-0 straight up in their last 7 games at home. 9-0 straight up in their last 9 games against Washington. 6-2 ATS in their last 8 games against an opponent in the Eastern Conference. 5-1 ATS in their last 6 games against an opponent in the Southeast Division. Washington +8 at Philly. What you got for me, LJ, if anything?
Oh, yeah, I got to play on this game for
Hold
sure.
on, LJ. I got a quick question for you real quick. Sorry, Marley. Quick question for LJ. Quick MLB bet. Boston Red Sox and Yankees money line.
Yes, take it.
I think he's asking you who to take.
Both.
Oh, they're not playing each other.
No, both.
Oh, okay.
Both of them, sir. United Dave.
All right. Back to the NBA action. Who you got, LJ?
Interesting, intriguing game right here. Like we say, these two teams really don't like each other. Kind of, some bumps, you know what I'm saying? Kind of some attitude gonna happen in this game. Westbrook, I feel he's gonna be a little dog today.
Right.
I think he has the advantage far as like in the backcourt with Steph Curry, because I don't think Ben Simmons is gonna guard Russell Westbrook primarily like that the whole game. I think he's gonna like rotate, switch off every now and then. But the key is to handle Beal today, because even though the 76ers won all 3 of these games this year in the series, I remember one game Beal went off for 60 on these boys. And I think Philadelphia is going to remember that. They got that in the psyche. And we already know that Philadelphia is a great defensive team, man. They are top 10 in 9 defensive categories. They're first in steals. They're second in blocks. On defense, they're second in causing turnovers, 16 a game. And they're third in defensive fast break points. And what do we know about Washington? They like to get out on the fast break.
This is true.
So, Philadelphia, I feel, is going to slow the game down, make it a half-court game. Embiid averaged 30 points these 3 games that they played this year. So I don't see anything different in that. So I'm going to take Philly first half. I don't know what the first half number is. Let me check right quick.
I can get that for you, sir.
-4.5.
Yes.
So I'm going to take Philly -4.5. And I'm going to take the money line. I'm not going to take the points because I think Washington is a great second half team. So they like to push and try to make it close at the end. So I do think they will be within 8 points. But I think they don't have an answer for Embiid. So when the game is on the line at the end, I think Philly will bring it home because they have a top MVP candidate in the league. Philly, first half.
Okay. Minus the 4.5, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. In the words of my boy Matthew. So I'm pretty much half-ass kind of sort of right there with you. I did already make a move on Philly first half, 4.5. -4.5. However, that is not the play that I'm going to recommend. The play that I'm going to recommend is first half under 116.
Okay.
And I recommend that play pretty much for all the reasons you just said here. What does Washington like to do? They like to push the ball and get easy points, obviously because they're not surrounded with a bunch of shooters. Philly is one of the better defensive teams in the league. Westbrook is not going to be able to just drive through the paint like that with that big MVP candidate sitting in the middle of the paint right there in Embiid. So I expect them to, and also even though he wasn't on the picture. Ben Simmons is still. When I say picture, there was this big playoff picture that the NBA, I'm going to assume, put out, and they had duos of all of the playoff teams, and Philly's duo was Embiid and Tobias Harris instead of Embiid and Ben Simmons. So, I don't know if that's a slap at Ben Simmons or, props to Tobias Harris. So, depending on
let me
how
see if
you
they can
look
see
at
the
it.
picture. Can they see the picture?
Yeah, you can see it, but zoom in on Tobias Harris and Embiid.
I know what you're talking about right there. Hold on. Right there.
Yeah, see the guy with the headband, that probably should be Ben Simmons, or at least, most people would think it would be Ben Simmons, but it's about that. So, with that said, though, I expect Ben Simmons to play some stellar defense on either Westbrook or Beal, depending on. They'll probably start him out on Westbrook, maybe, and by fourth quarter, maybe he'll be on Beal. Either way, or vice versa, probably depending on who's being more impactful on the game. But I expect this Philly defense to do what they do and shut people out, man. Over their I'm trying to get back to it, last 10 games for Philly, they've held opponents to 97, 106, 103, 104, 107. Only 2 teams cracked over that 107, above 110. That was Orlando, May 16th. I'm not even sure if Embiid or Simmons played. I think one of them sat that game, if I'm not mistaken. And then you had, or that was the last game of the season. I think they both sat, if I'm not mistaken.
But actually, you talking about 76ers?
Yes.
Yeah, remember Embiid had that leg injury.
Right. He didn't play.
He still had 20 minutes.
Right. But I don't think they were trying to shut out Orlando, is what I'm saying. The effort of the defense wasn't there like it's going to be there tonight. And on top of, we said this yesterday, it's playoffs, baby. The intensity and the defense is going to be ratcheted up just a little bit more. For me, I'm on first half under 116. I took that first half under with Boston and Washington in that playing game, and it went way under. I think it was I caught that at 117, maybe 118. I feel like this is going to be much of the same. Actually, it's going to be a slower pace because I think it's just playoff basketball. That's what they do. There's going to be, especially probably the closer the game is, at the end of each quarter, that shit's going to slow down. They're going to walk the ball up the court. I probably would lean under for the whole game, but definitely on the first. I agree with LJ. I took the first half -4.5, but as a show play, I'm going to go with the under 116. That's my play.
Yeah.
All right. I do want to say, because I had to get that game out the way before it started, but your boy did go 4-1 yesterday. As an overall, if boys was watching the show yesterday, I gave out Miami +5.5, easy money. Then we lose to sorry ass Dallas. I don't know. I just wish I had somebody on the show that been like, "You taking the Clippers? Like, you've been talking shit about the Clippers all year," and I would have been like, "You know what? You're right. Dallas +5.5. Sprinkle a little bit on the money line, and I would have had a 5-0 day." But instead, fucking, we take a L with the Clippers, but then we backdoor -8 with the Nets. Queen, I told you didn't have to buy that minus. That you didn't have to buy those 2 points to get it to 6, but we still win anyway. -8. I sweated a little bit in the first half. I'm not gonna lie, because I was trying to figure out at some point.
They played horrible. We talking about coming out flat.
Yes,
came out flat.
I was a little nervous, a little nervous. Then by the time third, I think the end of the third, they kind of took off. I was watching the game, but yeah, we was a little flat, and then KD came alive third quarter, end of the third quarter, and
Kyrie took over the fourth though.
I was just about to say that. That guy, when he dribbles the ball, bro, that man is just like, it's fucking show to watch, bro. When he maneuver, the way he be moving with that ball in his hands, that shit is crazy. And then we end the night. BK go sweep them. More than likely, I say yes. Tatum may get them one at home. Maybe. He's gonna need some help from Kemba. Fourier not been playing bad for them. I be sleeping and forgetting that he's there sometimes. But yeah, I mean, 4-0, 5-1. I don't see them getting more than 2 games. Like I say, Taylor may be good enough to get one at home, but that's probably gonna be it. I'm with you. And then we ended with the Blazers because we blazing. We know Marley Blaze Bets over here is gonna be blazing. We smoked them last night. Got United Dave back his money. Got my money back that we lost off the Clippers. And now I can drink a little bit more of that Masters Hennessy that I had last night. I don't know if y'all saw it, but thank you to the Grizzlies again. That's who paid for the Master Hennessy blend. Number 4, money line plus 175. So thank you. I'm gonna get on this grill in a little bit, but let's get back to today's action. Got that first game out the way. Second game, I'm interested to hear who you're going with on this one. Lakers, for whatever reason, that line's not right there. I don't know what happened, but the line is at +2 for the Los Angeles Lakers. And the total is at 213. It's gone down half a point. Let me double check that just to make sure. Hey, I'm not gonna lie though, this Hennessy Master Blend number 4, they got one number called number 1 that hold $1,000 a bottle. I'm never gonna get that one. Because I can't afford it. But number 4, you see, I got number 4. We way down the list. Number 1 is $1,000 a bottle. I'm on number 4, and I'm not even really a Hennessy nigga, but I like this. I like this Master Blend number 4. I thought Clase Azul was the best liquor I had, but this is up there. Lakers still at 2, and the total is at 2.5. All right. Injury report. Dudley, questionable. He's important. We need Dudley. McKinney is also questionable. I fucks with Dudley though. No bullshit. Crowder, probable. Nader's out for the season. Ayton is probable, and Johnson is probable. Actual factuals. The Lakers, they're 1-4 ATS in their last 5 games. 6-0 straight up in their last 6 games. 10-5 ATS. That's my birthday. That's a sign. 10-5 ATS in their last 15 games against Phoenix. 11-4 straight up in their last 15 games against Phoenix. Keep in mind, a lot of this is before Phoenix got good, people. So, they've only been really good just one season. So when we're talking about all these against Phoenix stats, 5-0 straight up in their last 5 games. 4-1 straight up in their last 5 games against an opponent from the Western Conference. 1-4 ATS in their last 5 games against a Pacific Division opponent. Phoenix, 9-3 straight up in their last 12. 14-1 straight up in their last 15 at home. Let's get that. 13-4 straight up in their last 17 games against an opponent in the Western Conference. But they're 1-4 ATS in their last 5 games against an opponent from the Pacific Division. The total has gone over in 9 of Phoenix's last 10 games. It's also gone over in 10 of Phoenix's last 13 games when playing at home against the Lakers. I'm going to say that one more time. The total has gone over in 10 of Phoenix's last 13 games when playing at home against the Lakers. It's also gone over in 11 of Phoenix's last 13 games this season. LJ, the Lakers are +2 in Phoenix. Do you have a play on that game?
Yes, I do, sir.
All right.
I think this is going to be another one of those games where Phoenix like to push the pace. They like to get offense, get rebounds, push the pace, score in transition, instead of the other team setting up their defense. I think they play best that way. I think the half-court game, they kind of struggle a little bit because I think Booker relies on that jump shot a lot, that mid-range, even though he can make it. I just think Phoenix is not aggressive enough going to the paint, getting easy baskets. They're bottom 3 in free throw attempts a game. They only average maybe like 5, if that, 6 attempts a game, and Booker's only averaging like 3 free throw attempts a game. And in order to be a good team in the playoffs, you gotta get the other team in foul trouble and get easy buckets, especially when the clock's not running. So, free throws, I believe, is going to play a major part in this series, Marley. And I think the Lakers are going to out-rebound the Suns. The Lakers are the best defensive team in the league. So I think they're going to out-rebound the Suns because of their size. You know, I think that LeBron is going to dictate the pace. And I just feel Phoenix is pretty much overmatched. Even though the Lakers are hobbling, they still have to get healthy. So if any game the Suns is going to get, they got to get this game one at home.
Okay.
So
it kind of confused me because you gave me all the reasons to take the Lakers, and then you confused me with the last.
I'm just talking about the overall series of how it's matching up. The Lakers do have a concern. They commit 15 turnovers a game, and they're going to have to clean that up. So if the Suns can apply pressure on them and get them in a game to where they're turning the ball over, scrambling for plays, and I'm going to ride with Phoenix this game. Just this game. Because I think the Lakers will win the series because they're just too big. DeAndre Ayton is not going to be enough. Sarek is not going to be enough. Comiskey damn sure ain't going to be enough.
Not at all.
Those are the only three big men over 6'10", I believe, that they have. At least. So, yeah, I'm riding with the Suns, man.
Is that going to be a -2 or a money line?
I'm going to do -2 because money line, if they win by 1, so be it. Or 2, I'm going to trust that they can win by 3 points. So I'm going to take the Suns -2 official play.
Man, I struggled with this game, LJ. I'm not gonna lie. Not with the series. I, like you, believe that the Lakers are gonna win the series. But obviously, we're not talking about the series. We're talking about today's game. And I think that today what you said was if they have any chance of winning this series, they have to win today. I think if they go down 1-0, go down 0-1, excuse me. I personally think the series is over anyway. But from a Phoenix psyche standpoint, I think that if you lose to Hebrew Prince, we both like Philly first half and the under. If you got time to catch it with your bookie, Philly first half. LJ on first half -4. I got the under 116. I'm not giving the under. I'm not giving the 4.5 as my play, but I did take it. LJ is giving it as his official play. My official play is under 116. Back to Lakers and Suns. I don't think they have a chance anyway, but I think if they lose this today, I don't think they have a chance. But with that said, I live in reality. I don't live in Trump world. Fan, that I said that not as because they live in a completely different reality. But I got the Lakers money line, dog. Too big, too much power. I got the King controlling the pace. And one thing you said stood out to me as another reason why I took them. Booker can get to the hole probably at will, but he does settle for way too many fucking jump shots. They're like baby Portland almost, but they play a little bit better defense. Probably a lot better defense because Portland don't play no fucking defense. I just think it's going to be close, honestly. I think it could go either way. That's why the line is at 2. I think the Suns are going to come out with all the energy of a young team making its first playoff is supposed to have. Phoenix first half probably would be a hell of a play. I might go jump on that now that I'm thinking about it. But I think when a game slows down and the game gets close and the game gets late and it gets tight, I'm going to the King. And I'm going because they're just too big. I think they're going to get punished on the glass. I think as the game goes on, they're going to get beat up. And I think it's just going to be too much Anthony Davis, too much LeBron, too much Drummond on the inside. Aiden still ain't got enough for me yet. I'm still not a believer in Aiden yet.
Yeah.
And I remember me and you talking earlier in the season, and you was like, man, if they could trade Aiden for Karl Anthony Towns, that would make that team so much better. And I'm not saying Karl Anthony Towns is tougher than Aiden and as far as inside, but at least he's going to give them something. I feel like Aiden don't really give them nothing. I don't know his numbers. I don't watch them enough, but the times I do watch them, I really don't see his impact
Yeah.
on the game, regardless of what his numbers are. And for me, it's just that boy Hebrew Prince says people say Lakers always lose the first game. I know they did in the bubble last year. I think they lost like every first game of the season, or they went through a little streak of losing
When
one
he
game.
say the Lakers, he really means LeBron.
Right. But facts. But and hey, you might be right on that one, man.
Yeah, he usually feels a team out at
I
first,
feel like though it
he
was
really
so
probably don't
much.
need to do this one. Yeah.
I felt like it was so much. Like even on my show last week, we are doing my show right now. Even on the show earlier last week, that's the Hennessy Master Blend. Even last week, Coach and Dale was like, "Oh, this is the perfect time to play the Lakers. Everybody wants the Lakers right now. The Phoenix is good. They're going to beat the Lakers." And I think Phoenix got a lot of people. I mean, clearly the Lakers are the underdog right now. Which another thing that got me fishy. It's like, really? Like, that's another thing about Vegas. Like, I smell a fish, Vegas. I'm not taking the bait, Vegas. I smell the fish.
Yeah.
Lakers should not be a 2-point underdog against fucking Phoenix. I don't care if they're at home. Something smells fishy. So I'm on the Lakers. I wouldn't be surprised if they lost the first game though, but I'll take the Lakers. For anybody betting series, it'd probably be a great time to catch the Lakers for the series right now. If they're underdogs in the first game, I don't know what they are for the series, but I don't bet series personally because I'll be liking instant money. I don't want to wait for a couple of weeks. I'm not betting big enough money to be waiting weeks for my money to hit me. I want my money. I'm like JG Genworth. It's my money and I want it now.
Yeah.
Straight up. All right, though. Moving
Ooh, that was fun.
Moving on to the third game on today's slate. Interesting game. I thought this would be an interesting matchup when I first saw it come out. We got the Atlanta Hawks and our guy Trigger Trey going on. That boy Julius Randle. What is Julius Randle nickname? That boy need a nickname. Cause he shined this year. Now he need Julius. I don't know. That boy need a nickname.
We'll come up with something for him.
Yeah, Jay Randall, New York Knicks, and he's from Texas too, if I'm not mistaken. I think he's from the Dallas area. They going on the road. The Atlanta Hawks going on the road to take on the New York Knicks. That line was the Knicks -1. It's since dropped to pick 'em. The total is at 213. Queen say y'all like this parlay. Washington +14, Lakers +7, Utah money line.
Damn, she got bread. 1K for
That's not a bad parlay. Yeah, I mean, I don't think the only trepidation is Washington +14, but I don't think Philly's gonna beat them by 14. I don't think Philly's gonna beat them by 14. The thing is, they can beat them by 14.
That's the line?
No, she bought points.
What's that?
Like she bought it up.
Oh, okay. Do what you do. Hey, we need to get on with you, Queen. You got all this bread. Put some boys in on this, man.
I like that though. I'm definitely feeling Lakers +7 and Utah money line. So the only trepidation is Washington +14, which should be good. The only thing is the 76ers can beat them niggas by 14. That's the thing that concerns me the most there. Let's look at this injury report. Atlanta, Gallinari is probable. Capella is probable. Dunn is probable. Bogdanovich is probable. Herter is probable. Everybody that was injured for the last couple of days are all probable, and I'm pretty sure they're going to play first playoff game. Knicks. Robinson's out indefinitely. He's the only one. Actual factuals. Atlanta. They're 7-1 straight up in their last 8 games. Atlanta is 0-6-1 ATS in their last 7 games against New York. There one more time. 0-6-1 ATS in their last 7 games against New York. Now I don't know who was hurt because Atlanta been having a lot of injuries throughout the season in those games and how that worked out. But yeah, they're also 1-6 straight up in their last 7 games against New York. 0-5 ATS in their last 5 games on the road. 4-1 straight up in their last 5 games this season. 4-1 straight up in their last 5 games against an opponent from the Eastern Conference. The total has gone over in 4 of the last 5 games when playing on the road against New York, and it's also gone over in 9 of the last 11 games against an opponent from the Atlantic Division. New York Knickerbockers, 15-5 ATS in their last 20 games. 16-4 straight up in their last 20 games. 11-1 straight up in their last 12 games at home. 4-1 straight up in their last 5 games this season. 9-1 ATS in their last 10 games against an opponent in the Eastern Conference. 5-1 ATS in their last 6 games against an opponent in the Southeast Division. Atlanta, pick 'em in New York. What you got for me, LJ? If you have a play at all.
Ooh, I was going back and forth on this game here, buddy.
Yeah, this one is a tough one.
Yeah, I like both these teams.
I'm not gonna lie.
But we all know that the New York Knicks is a hellified defensive squad because they are top 10 in 10 defensive categories, my friend, including first in points allowed, first in field goal percentage allowed, first in three-point percentage allowed, second in fast break points allowed. I mean, I could go on and on, man. New York, like they really buckle down on defense. But the other side of the ball, Julius Randle, RJ Barrett, where's the other points going to come from? Because we already know Atlanta can score. You know,
Right.
they averaging last 3 games 120 points. The Knicks are only averaging 105 points in the last 3. So that's a big discrepancy, in my opinion.
Queen says she likes the Knicks, but Atlanta are like stray dogs. They can fight. They fight good or lose. They can fight good or lose. I like that. I agree with that.
Yeah, they put up a good fight.
They fight.
I just think that Atlanta has more offensive potency than the Knicks. Trey,
Wait.
you know, you got Lou coming off, you got Herter, you got who's the other? Gallinari, you know, Collins, and you know, as far as Capella, he can defend the paint, man. He's leading the league in offensive rebounds too, so they get extra possessions as well. So this is in New York, and we already know about New York. How we say, man, those early games in New York on Sunday are crucial for these teams. And this is the first playoff game in how many years since the New York Knicks have been in the playoffs?
I don't know. Carmelo.
Has it been longer than Phoenix? 10 years? Has it been about the same?
Probably about the same. Whenever Carmelo and Woodard, the black coach, Woodson, black bald dude with the beard.
Woodson, yeah, okay.
That was the last time. Woodson.
Okay. Well,
which was probably about, 10 years ago. Close to it. This is when Braun is in Miami.
Okay. Like the line say, man, this is a pick'em game, man. East can go either way. Do I trust the defense of New York to shut down the Hawks, or do I trust the Hawks to shoot the lights out in Madison Square Garden this evening? I'm gonna take the first because I think defense is gonna be the key. I'm not trusting that the Knicks can win this game, man. But I'm gonna trust the first half. I think the Knicks gonna come out explosive. You know, home game, playoff game in Madison Square Garden. So I think the adrenaline is gonna be rushing today. You know, I think the vibes is gonna be there. The excitement is gonna be in New York today. So I'm gonna take the Knicks first half. I don't know what the line is, so I'm sorry, I don't have it up right now.
I can get that for you, sir.
It might be a pick 'em, just like
pick 'em.
It might be a pick 'em. So
yeah, pick 'em.
Yeah, okay. I'll pick New York first half.
Let me make sure. Let me refresh. Make sure lines haven't changed, but I'm pretty sure it's gonna be Pick'em. Pick'em.
Yeah.
Pick'em.
Okay. That's my
Pick'em.
official play. The Knicks first half. Pick them.
Marley got the syrup in the background. That is. This is a friend of mine had a paint and puff party, and they gave us those options to paint. It was either a cup or a woman with the fro. I'm not a woman with the fro, so clearly I chose the drink in the background. In the background,
Got my drink in my cup.
facts. But let's get back on basketball. All right. So I like both of these teams. But man, look, everybody know we've been riding with these Knicks for a good 2 months straight, especially early Sundays. Playoff change things. I guess they're not gonna be except coach just texted me. I'm just waking up. Thanks, coach. Just waking up. Great job.
Good to know, sir. Good to know. Thanks for that information.
Right. But Nick, playoffs, I don't think they're going to catch anybody off guard. I think that home field early Sunday was working because, you know, it's East Coast. A lot of teams coming from the West Coast or Central Time got to go to New York for a 12 o'clock game, which is probably a morning game for any other coast. Atlanta's on the East Coast, and they know they played the Knicks for a while, so I don't know how much of an advantage we got with that. But the Garden is gonna be rocking today. Unless Atlanta jumps out to a big lead or goes on to some type of lead, there is no way. I don't think Atlanta going to be. I think they're just going to ride that wave. Boys can see I'm a big believer with energy and vibrations and absorption of energy and retraction of energy. And when you got, I don't know how many people are going to be in the Garden. Let's just say 10,000 fans chanting defense, defense. Those are vibrations and energy that is going to resonate to those players. And when they're tired, that may just give them that little bit more boost of energy that they need to go for a rebound, dive on the floor. That, you know, for a loose ball might tempt the ref to get a good foul. Might, you know, you never just know.
Mm-hmm.
So, with that said, I'm riding the wave and I'm riding the energy wave. And only thing that does scare me, man, Atlanta, look, they offensively, they're talented as shit. You know what I'm saying? Collins, Trey, Bogdanovich, you know, they can hit you from a lot of different places. But you know, basket's got to go in. One thing I know that travels and something I can depend on every night is goddamn defense. You know, one thing I know the Knicks is gonna do is play some damn defense. So I got the Knicks here on the money line. Want to ride with you on that first half. I thought about it, but I didn't make a play on it, so I don't want to give it as a play since I didn't make a play on it, if that makes sense. So I took the Knicks money line, and that's what I'm going to rock with, and that's what I'm going to give. I just think it's too much Knicks. Y'all heard the numbers, just basing it off that I read over with Atlanta playing not only the Knicks but in New York. 0-6, 0-6-1 ATS their last 7 games against New York. 1-6 straight up their last 7 games against New York. 0-5 ATS their last 5 games on the road against New York. So not betting against that. I'm kind of a numbers man, not entirely a numbers man, but definitely let the numbers justify a bunch of my picks. So I'm on the Knicks money line. That felt kind of long-winded. I'm sorry.
No.
Let's keep it moving, man. Let's keep it moving. Last game of the day. The game for us all to cash out on and go to sleep, wake up, figure out what the hell we're gonna bet on tomorrow. And that is we finally got in Memphis Grizzlies going on the road to take on welcome back money making Mitch in the lineup. Donovan Mitchell and the Utah Jazz. That line opened up at a 8.5. It is since come down. Nope, sorry, since gone up to 9. I'm looking at 9s currently. Right now, I'm staring at them. The total has went up half a point to 217. Injury report. McDermott is downgraded to out for the Grizz, and the Jazz. Ilyasova is questionable, and Mitchell has been upgraded to probable. Pretty sure he coming back. Money fucking making Mitch. Yes, that's my guy. I don't know if nobody else call him that, but I've been calling him that for about 2 years now. Money making Mitch. That's my name. Money making Mitch. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. Actual factuals. Memphis Grizzlies, they're 1-4 ATS their last 5 games. The total has gone under in 4 of the last 5 games. They're 7-1 straight up in their last 8 games. 2-4 ATS their last 6 games against Utah. 0-6 straight up in their last 6 games of Utah. Do not bet these guys to win because they're 0-6 straight up. 12-6 ATS in their last 18 games on the road. 4-1 straight up in their last 5 games this season. 7-1 straight up in their last 8 games against an opponent from the Western Conference, and 13-4 ATS their last 17 games against an opponent from the Northwest Division. Utah Jazz, 7-2 straight up in their last 9. 17-3 straight up in their last 20 at home. 8-3 straight up in their last 11. 5-2 ATS in their last 7 games played on a Sunday. 8-4 in their last 12 played at home. And the total has gone over in 4 of the last 5 games against Memphis, and over in 5 of the last 5 against Memphis when playing at Utah. LJ, Grizzlies +8.5 in Utah with the return of money-making Mitch. Do you have a play on this game, sir?
I do, sir.
All right. Listening to it.
I applaud Memphis' valiant effort against Golden State the other night, because that picture that we showed earlier, I don't know if I want to, let me bring it back up.
Yeah. They just completely left Memphis off the picture.
Yeah, let's put some things in context. Now, we have this picture, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know if y'all can see it very well, but we have the Utah Jazz, the Suns, Lakers, Clippers, Golden State, Denver.
They're right there.
Yeah.
They're
Portland,
right there. I see them. I see Steph. There's a light-skinned person. I see him.
Yeah. So basically what the NBA was saying was these are the playoff teams going into the NBA playoffs this year. So Memphis was no
like
this, and Golden State had to beat Memphis.
The disrespect.
So if I'm Memphis looking at this picture, I'm in the locker room like, guys, they just count us out like that, like we have no shot of these
disrespect.
Yeah. So I understand the emotion and the energy and the assertiveness that Memphis had in that game. And I seen as soon as they came out. I think I texted you. I said, Marley. Memphis said they ain't going out like that, bro.
Hey, Memphis bought my Masters blend number 4.
And kudos to you. Because John Moran say, I'm bringing this home, man. They say I can't shoot. They going to leave me open?
Splash.
I'll cash them boys. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, that's how they want to play me. That's how they want to play me. But getting back to this game, like I said, I applaud Memphis' valiant effort. But they're running into the best team in the Western Conference, bro, today. And Utah has been off, so I don't know. Memphis just played the other night. So they're in game mode. You know, they ready. You know, I think they're ready. But they're going to Utah. Utah is the best home team in the league this year. They are first in 3-pointers made. They are first in opponents' 3-pointers made. Now, we're not saying Memphis shoots the 3 like that. But Utah plays good enough defense to make stops at time. And we already know money-making Mitch is coming back. And we could use your theory, putting starters back in.
I do have a theory on that.
May cause some friction and some, in the rotation chemistry. But I don't think it's gonna apply today, sir. Because
Okay.
Utah's a better team. Memphis is young. They took care of Golden State, but they're running into a giant today. So I'm taking officially Utah first half -5. Utah full game -8.5. Official play.
Okay, both official plays.
Official plays.
Well, all right. Oh yeah, man. Obviously, I'm feeling good right now. Clearly, yeah, it's that Masters blend.
All right.
Look, do I think Memphis wins this game tonight?
Man.
No, I do not. I don't. But I looked at the last 3 games these teams played each other, and Utah won all 3 in the regular season, but they only beat them by more than 9 once. The other 2 games were a 3-point game and I believe a 4 or 5-point game.
Okay.
Now I'm probably sure Mitchell missed one of, if not 2 of the 3, and I think one of the more than 9-point game was one of the ones he missed. Mitch was in or out. Mitch was in the one that Mitch was out in the blowout in the one that they actually covered. The other 2 that they didn't cover, Mitch was there. So put it like this: the 2 times that Memphis probably covered, Mitch was there. The one time that they didn't cover, Mitch wasn't there. What's going down, Noble? I see you. Appreciate you joining the show. Memphis leg is going to be shot. I mean, guys, they played like 2-3 days ago. Their legs are not going to be shot. This is not back-to-back. This is a young team. Dylan Brooks, young. Ja Morant, young. Valentunes, he's not young, but he's not old. Their legs I'm not worried about their legs. I would be more worried about like if Utah can cover the 9, they're gonna win the game. Let's be honest. I don't see Memphis going in there and stealing one. Although Jazz might be a bit rusty. LJ, what's my theory about guys coming back and after being due for an injury? After a while,
the chemistry.
They typically lose that first game. It's proving me right more times than not this year. It's not 100%. But yeah, so you got Mitchell coming back. So I mean, I'm gonna just get to it. You got Mitchell coming back. That concerns me. Mitchell's gonna probably be a little bit rusty. He's gonna throw off the chemistry a tad because it's not like they started Jordan Clarkson. They still kept him on the bench while Mitchell was out to still keep the guy that's the most important on that bench to come up and light it up. So that's going to make a difference in my theory because normally it messes up the starting rotation and the bench rotation. But the bench rotation is not, even if it gets messed up or thrown off a little bit, the main guy that's giving you who's been giving you the production off the bench is there and has been there. And he normally operates with the ball in his hand. It's not like, the offense gives Clarkson his points. Clarkson gets Clarkson his points.
Yeah, he do.
So it's not based off the offense. It's just him individually. He hasn't missed any games. So, but I do think it'll be enough to throw off the starting 5's rotation. I think they'll probably be trying to get Mitchell involved, trying to work off the rust. Yes, sir. I will make you something to drink as soon as my show is over. Yes, sir. Thank you. He couldn't wait to tell me that. So with that said, I got the Grizz here plus the 9 points. Yeah. I do think they cover. I do think it'll be close. Because for what I just said, Mitchell is gonna affect Queen say she dropping a bag on Utah money line. Money line, I feel safe. I get it. On the money line. I don't think the Grizzlies win this game, but they match up well against Utah. I think that's why those games were close because you have a Ja Morant that he's not going to cancel out money making Mitch, but you got superstar against superstar. If he plays the way he did against the Warriors, he cancels out Mitch, but he can still typically give you 23, 25, mid 20s. And then you got Valanciunas, who, in my opinion, he doesn't cancel out Rudy Bear, but he's just as tough. He goes hard for rebounds, and he's a problem. And then you got Dylan Brooks, who's gonna play defense against probably Brogdon, or they might put him on Mitch. But we saw what he did with Steph. And so I think they match up pretty good. I'm gonna take my chance, Unc with the pipe though. I just talk about you, Queen. Talk about you, LJ. Yeah, LJ.
Oh.
Pipe, apple. Oh, don't get it twisted though. I haven't broke out my new baby yet. I just bought. Thanks to the Grizzlies. This is Loki too. I'm going to put her to work today. Yes, but I am a marijuana advocate, so don't mind me. I think there's a lot more dangerous things than
So let me
smoking
ask
weed.
this question. Can I ask a
Yes.
question?
Go ahead. Well, hold on. Well, okay, I did give out my play. My play is Memphis plus the 9. Before we get into other shit, was your question NBA or we finna open mic?
No, it's a question about this game.
Oh, okay, my bad. Go ahead. Yeah, just keep going. Yes, sir.
You saying Dylan Brooks is gonna have to play well, right? Because they have Valanciunas and Morant.
Play
Now,
well. Yes, we need him to play well. Damn, it started
is
raining.
is Morant gonna give you another 35 in this game?
I don't know if he gives me 35. Give me 35, we got a chance to win. I think I just need him to cover the 9. So
Well, you always say if you're gonna take the points, you're
I don't bet for teams to lose. Right. So I'm saying they have a chance to win.
okay.
I don't think they win, but can they win? Yeah, because Mitchell is rusty. I don't think Utah is at full strength because of that.
Well,
And I like a young team with star power that they'd have until Utah smack them. They don't really know. You know what I'm saying? Like tonight, Memphis think they can win. Probably going in the building tonight. They don't got no idea of the playoff intensity. Da 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 da. They young. They like we finna go out here and show we made it. Let's go out here and show up. Da 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 da. Until reality comes in the end. Smack. This is the number 1 team in the NBA. But I don't know if Utah's ready to do that tonight because Mitchell's been gone for like a month, bro. He hasn't played in like a month.
yeah.
I mean, I know money making Mitch is money making Mitch, but damn, I don't expect him to just pick up a ball and drop 30. So
we could contest and probably agree to that. Utah bench is gonna be the determining factor over Mitchell.
but I will say this too. With Utah, they're like the Rockets. Like, and when I say that is it's not like they dominate. They dominate based off that 3-point line. So what if today the threes just not falling like they typically fall? Then what do they rely on?
That could happen.
I'm assuming they're going to rely on Mitchell. But like I said, he's a bit rusty. I don't know if he gives you 35 tonight. Maybe he only gives you 27. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's enough for the Kings to cover a 9. Ultimately, like I said, if you're making me bet money line on either team, I'm definitely taking the Jazz for sure. But I think 9 is just too many points for a playoff game against what I think is a good matchup for a young team that don't know no better. I don't think Ja is scared of Donovan Mitchell. I don't think Valanciunas is scared of Gobert. I think Dylan Brooks can hold his own defensively against probably Mitchell, but a rusty Mitchell. Obviously we're not talking about the series. We're just talking about covering one game at 9 points. So I feel like if I get the Grizzlies that played the Warriors last night or 2 nights ago, then I think we can cover 9 points. I just think 9 points is just way too many points.
Okay. My concern is this. Jordan Clarkson is their second leading scorer coming off their bench.
Okay.
Now, Memphis is going to have to counter that. Who is going to come off their bench and counter Jordan Clarkson with that 18 points? Is it going to be Grayson Allen? Like,
no, because I mean, he's definitely not gonna come off the bench and give you 18 points.
I mean, I ain't saying that. It's just gonna have to be a collective effort from Memphis bench to match that 18 points that Clarkson is bringing to you off
right.
the bench.
It has. That's what I say. It's not gonna be. It's definitely not gonna be Grayson Allen. I don't expect Grayson Allen to come and do what Carmelo did last night for Portland. You know what I'm saying? He's not gonna come in and light it up. It's going to be based more off, I think, a defensive effort of containing Clarkson. You can't let Clarkson come in and light your ass up. That's the thing. You can't let him come and extend the lead from 2 to 3, because that's what he does. The starters get you a lead, 2, 3, maybe 4 points, and Clarkson just comes in and extends that hole to 8, 9, and 10, and then you're just playing behind the 8 ball now because he is killing your bench. That's
why I think they can cover the points because of him.
I just don't think. I don't think, man. Look, we've been Rocket fans here. We still are technically Rocket fans. In the playoffs, it's hard for those threes to keep falling the way they fell in the regular season, the whole fucking game, with a rusty superstar coming back. So that's all I'm banking on. Too many points. I still think ultimately the Jazz win. I'm just seeing more of a 5-point game. I mean, put some respect on the Memphis name. Like, Jesus Christ, 9 points. It's just so disrespectful, bro.
It may be disrespectful game 3 in Memphis, but game 1 in Utah.
I mean, Mitchell hasn't played in fucking.
It don't matter.
Solid. The last time they played, the last time they played, that score was. Let me give you those scores.
But look, it comes down to this, Marley. Donovan Mitchell has been there. Memphis has not.
And
that's what it really boils down to me. Donovan Mitchell could come back in this lineup and be Donovan Mitchell. But
I don't know if he can.
Yeah, he can. He ain't got to be no superstar like that. It ain't like he's playing.
To beat them by 10. Look, the first time they played each other, 117 to 114 in Utah. The next game, which was a back-to-back, this is the game they blew them out, 126 to 110. Then they played them again. Well, those were the last 2 games. Before that, they played them earlier in the season. And where's the third game? 111. After the first 2 games I just said, they played them again, 111 to 107, 4-point game. So I got a 3-point game, a 4-point game, and a 16-point game. With Mitchell and Conley technically not being fully in the swing of things, I'll take my chances with the 9 points. But hey, KB 86, gambling gods don't give a damn about no respect. That is true. The gambling gods don't give a fuck about respect. But the gambling gods have frowned upon thy in the last 2 days. 4-1 yesterday. And overall, matter of fact, let me be accountable real quick since we done breaking off the game. That was the last game. Let's get some accountability going in here, goddammit. I'm 9-4-1 in the playoffs. LJ's only on one because he hasn't been here. So he only did the one show for the play-in, which was the
Monday.
What game was that?
Charlotte and
Charlotte game. Right.
Indiana.
So he just hasn't been here. Mikey was here yesterday, and Coach had one bad day, slipped him up. And I'm sitting here at 9-4-1 real quick. You know what I'm saying? 4-1 day yesterday. It's 5-3 before that. But back to this commenter, back to my boy KB86. No goddamn respect. You right. And they didn't respect the Memphis Grizzlies against the Warriors, and we saw what happened. So you're gonna put some goddamn respect on their name. I'm not saying they're gonna beat the Jazz. I'm just saying they're gonna cover the goddamn line. Queen says, I agree with Marley on those starters coming back. Look what the fuck LeBron did to us his first game back. Exactly. And I faded y'all if y'all are talking about no, I'm thinking about Anthony Davis. I faded Lakers Anthony Davis first game back against Dallas. Coach been slacking. Nah, man. Thing with Coach, you gotta remember if y'all been paying attention. Coach just got back into NBA. He normally don't do NBA college. So he just jumped back into NBA this season. But he really been good. His record overall. He just had like a one bad day, like last week. Oh shit, 2-3 days ago. Or was it yesterday? It might have been yesterday. It was one day though that kind of just fucked him off. But man, we are what we are. Who said that? You are what you are. We are who we thought they were. That's some shit like that. You know what I'm trying to say. But anyway, man, let's go over the plays that we've done for today. LJ, he likes. Oh, you know what? I didn't write your last play today, which was Utah.
Yeah, first half and full game.
Jazz first half and full game. So these are LJ's plays right here, people. He likes first half Philly -4.5, Suns -2, Knicks first half, Jazz first half, and full game. Those are LJ's plays for today. Philly 22-16. So LJ, you right there with that score, 22-16. How much time left? I can pull it up right here. I got the under on that game. My plays for the day, Marley's plays. First half under in the Knicks game. Lakers money line, Knicks money line, Grizz +9. Take a good look at it, people, because you are also looking at the $5 come up. That's it right there. I was gonna throw some hockey in there, but I didn't do it. So it's just my NBA plays. You know what I'm saying? And we hit a nice little parlay yesterday with hockey. 2 minutes in the first quarter. I like that score, 22-16, 2 minutes in the first quarter. Do I want to play Call of Duty with you? Yes, I will. I'm almost done. I will play Call of Duty with you. All right, Padres money line. You're gonna be asking LJ because I have not been doing any baseball. Queen. I'm hockey right now.
Hey, Queen. I see Queen got bread, so I'm about to give her a 16 parlay with 3 different sports. So I don't know if she's ready right now, but add that Padres money line. You can put the Dodgers money line. Phoenix -2. Utah -9.
Don't do that, Utah, Queen.
Carolina Hurricanes money line. Colorado Avalanche puck
line. Goddamn.
Hey, Queen, I'm telling you, take that parlay for me, please. Please take that one for me. And
all right, Hurricanes is hockey, if that's what you're asking.
Yeah, hockey.
I agree with all those plays except Utah minus line. Do Utah money line just to be on the safe side since it's a big ass parlay. She said, I'm not taking Phoenix. I agree. Change it.
Well, put the Lakers on there. Put the Lakers on there. Just switch it up. I ain't telling you to do it. Figure it out how the way you want to do it. But I'm telling you, those baseball plays and them hockey plays.
The coach says take the Astros today.
I don't know, Coach. The Rangers, they've been hanging with the Astros in this 3-game set. I mean, I ain't mad. I want to see it first before I put it on there. And I ride with the Astros too. Don't get me wrong. You actually can put the Rockies on there too, if you don't want to trust the Dodgers against the Giants, because both those teams good, but the Rockies are gonna beat the Diamondbacks. So you could do Rockies, Padres, Phoenix, or
Hold on.
Lakers.
I'm finna do one right now. Give me those baseball plays right now. Rockies and Diamondbacks at 310.
Yes,
Okay,
take the
Rockies.
Rockies. Yes,
All right, John Gray. That's who we're taking.
yes,
I'm taking the Dodgers. Urias is pitching.
yeah. Darvish. Yes, Padres.
No. I'm talking about the Dodgers.
Yeah, but the Giants are good too, though.
The
They've
Giants
been,
are good, so we're gonna
yeah,
pass.
yeah.
Okay,
Pass on that one.
Astros. You said no. I'm gonna listen
Yeah.
to Coach though. I'm gonna add the Astros on mine. Go ahead. What else you got?
Uh,
Padres. Who Darvish?
Padres. Darvish. Yes.
Run line or money line?
Just take the money line. Don't.
All right. Then I'm
Then
gonna go to that's 3 baseball. I'm good. Or is that 2 baseball?
that was 3. Rockies, Astros, Padres.
Rockies, Astros, Padres. Then we're gonna do
Lakers or Phoenix.
I'm gonna do Lakers. Oh, you know what? I'm just gonna leave that game off. I'm gonna do the Knicks.
Okay.
Knicks,
Okay.
Memphis +9. Then we're gonna do Hurricanes, money line,
Yep.
Avalanche, puck
Puck
line.
line.
I'm
Yes.
gonna stay away from Boston. I wanna take the Oilers, but I'm gonna stay away.
Too many. I'm telling you, that's
I know.
gonna be the hashtag right there.
Stayed away. I stayed away. All right, people. I just did it. Confirmed. It's locked in.
Ooh, yes.
Coach said, Queen said, okay, I'm doing it. Fuck it. Let's ride,
Yes,
Queen. I just did
Queen.
me one. So I just did me one. We're all gonna see just did mine too, Queen. Coach said Strohs do one in this series. All right, Coach. I wrote with you. So.
I agree. I ain't mad. I might throw him on there just because he said that.
Well, I just threw him
on.
on mine, Coach. So I added you in there. I got a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 teamer in the books that consist of Colorado Rockies money line, Padres money line, hockey Hurricanes money line. Back to baseball again. Stros money line, Knicks money line, Memphis +9. Colorado Avalanche, puck line. I think we're going to do another one and change that puck line to a money line just to be on the safe side on the Colorado, even though they've won all the games by money line, puck line so far. Something is still telling me maybe. And I'm going to leave the Astros off and do something different just in case Coach is wrong about that one. So I'm going to do 2 more. I'm not putting big money on it. I just put 20 on that one. 20 wins. Let me go to my pending. 20 wins, 1060.
Damn.
So
Take a picture of that. Post that.
If it hits, I would definitely post it. Not gonna post a loser. So
well,
like Wizards, 26-24, Wizards second quarter. I got the underdog, so I feel good about that play. Not tripping on that, but to me, that just says that Phillies Wizards went on their little run, so Philly's probably going to go on their little run, and then they cover. But yeah, 26-26. Last thing I see right here, 28-27, Washington. Uh-oh. Let everybody get the rest of watching that game, man. I'm finna go check this game out. I got a break in the rain. Finna throw these burgers on the pit and eat some burgers, watch some chips. LJ, we doing your show later on today?
Yes, sir. We are doing the show
tonight?
After the games tonight to sum up this first round, game ones of these NBA playoffs, and go over these picks that we did today. See how we did. See how happy of a mood we'll be in later on.
All right, man. Well, tell the people where they can find us at tonight.
Y'all can go on YouTube, type in Raw Words Podcast, RAWORDZ Podcast. LJ from Houston, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Parlay King, get this money, and we gonna cash today, my friend. I think we gonna cash today.
A lot of the times, Coach shares Raw Word Sportscast on Brothers and Bits page. So one more time, that's RAW Words with a Z.
Yes.
Raw Words with a Z. LJ from Houston, YouTube, Facebook. LJ, hit the people with the hashtag before we get out of here, please, sir.
Let's be fake.
We out this motherfucker.
Check it out. Look, we from the bottom, ain't no problems, we gon' make a way. Got no coach on the field, but